Hey everyone, it's Dan, also known as Dan Central on YouTube. Right, okay, this is my first video that I'm going to try and do a game review. What I've done is I have inquired to various people about how to kind of get the footage looking perfect like it would on a TV screen, which the Half-Blind Gamer does, which I've mentioned in another video. But at the moment I still can't seem to be able to do it. I've had loads of people tell me loads of different ways, it's a bit complicated and I'm not sure if I can actually do it at the moment. I did try with a piece of software called Fraps, which is only available for Windows, and it didn't seem to work at all. I must have been doing something wrong, but it didn't seem to work. And I use my Mac a lot because my Windows laptop screws up quite a lot, so that kind of didn't work and the software kind of lagged. And so I've decided that, see if this works, I'm going to do my first review pointing. I know I said that I was going to try not to do this, but I'm going to do it pointing my Mac laptop to the TV. But I'm going to try and place it so that it's kind of like not, you can't see any of the TV, you can just see the footage, so it kind of looks a bit like it would if you did it properly. The only annoying thing is it does flash a lot, the footage, because that's the way it kind of reflects, and lines tend to go up and down it. But there are a lot of times where it kind of just looks almost perfect. So we're going to try it and see. If it looks really rubbish, I probably won't keep this up for long. But if it looks okay, I might use it. Anyway, basically the game I'm going to review first is a game for the Sega Megadrive. It's called Bubsy, and it's one of my favourite games of all time. You play as a bobcat, and you have to go through various levels, defeating enemies and collecting items. And then you defeat bosses at the end, and it's just a really enjoyable game. He actually had his own cartoon series as well, for those of you that didn't know that. He also had a sequel, Bubsy 2, and also a third game called Bubsy 3D, which was released on the PlayStation, but in my opinion it was really bad, and I couldn't control the character very well, and the gameplay was just awful, and the graphics were really bad in my opinion, which is quite interesting because you'd think a game on the PlayStation might possibly be better than one on the Mega Drive, but in terms of Bubsy, the Mega Drive games are awesome and the PlayStation one is really bad. Anyway, let's get on with the footage and the game and let's see if it goes okay. I'm going to play through the first act. Hopefully I'm going to be able to do as many levels in the first act as possible. There are 3, but you do get a limit, so I may just do 1 or 2 levels and then do the rest in another video. There we go. Hopefully this will work okay. I'm just going to turn it up a bit. It actually looks okay. It's kind of... There we go. We'll try that anyway, and if it goes wrong, then there we go. So I'm going to play through the first level of the first act.
What could possibly go wrong?
Now basically this is a really enjoyable game. As you can see, I'm playing as a bobcat. His name's Bubsy, obviously, and basically the idea is to just run through these levels and to... Sorry about the slow start there. My controller for some reason started going stupid, which it doesn't normally do, but there you go. Normally when you go to record it tends to mess up. Okay. So basically, yeah, the idea is to just go through each level. These exclamation marks are checkpoints, which is good, so if you die you just basically start back there again. And basically the idea is to just collect as many yarn balls as you can to get a really good score. Defeat all the enemies, they give you more points as well. And it's just a really fun adventure game, I think. I used to spend absolutely hours and hours on this game when I was growing up. It's a definite classic. And I've just died, which was not intentional, so I have to get a bit better at this game. But this is only really a test video, so... Oh, and them t-shirts with the number 1s on them, they give you an extra life. Also, there are t-shirts with 2s on them, which give you 2 lives. And I have to say, the music to this is really catchy. However, in the Super Nintendo version of this game, it actually improved the music by keeping the same melody and everything, but they just put a drum beat behind it, which worked pretty well, I think. Oh, and this black t-shirt I've just got turns you invisible. And and it also stops you from getting hit. And there we go. Oh, that was actually a bit of a glitch, because normally when you finish a level the music changes, but because I already had the music changing for when I had the t-shirt, it kept the music from the level, but normally it doesn't do that, so that's pretty good. And I've got time to do the next level, which is good, so we'll go to the next one.
I mentioned I don't like heights.
My controller's been really weird today. Normally it's pretty good. But I've wanted to do a playthrough of a game for ages now. Just because I love retro stuff and I just want to kind of show you guys like my collection, kind of more visual as well. Because I have loads of interests. I don't just play the piano and dance and stuff. I love playing retro games, as well as newer games as well. I had loads of games to choose from to do a playthrough of, and I could have chosen any of them, but I just chose Bubsy because I thought it's a classic, it's a brilliant game, one of my favourites, so I just thought why not. Oh, that was lucky I didn't die. And obviously the faster you run through the end part of the level, the end bit, the more yarns come out of it. Now this is the original music that normally happens every time you finish a level, but just on the first level it just happened to kind of be a bit of a glitch where you didn't hear this music, you heard the original level music, which was quite interesting. So now I've got 2 minutes to go, so I'm going to see if I can get through the last level of this act in that time. I probably won't, knowing me, but we'll give it a go anyway. Because especially if I die, then that would just waste the time. It'd be good if I could, because then I can get on to the next act for the next video. Basically, there's various acts to this game, and they all consist of 3 levels. So, but knowing me, I'm probably going to die. Plus there is a boss to get through which takes up time as well. Now these tunnels, oh great, it was the wrong way. They also act as bonus levels sometimes as well. Okay. Now the Megadrive is definitely one of the best consoles ever, in my opinion. See, I could have chosen to do a Sonic game like as one of my first games, but then I thought that would be too kind of predictive, really. And there's an invincibility t-shirt that I missed. Oh, and obviously you can see, if you get the nail boxes, don't go on them because you'll die. Now I might have to do the next half of this level I might have to split this video in 2 and have the other half of this level on the next video. It doesn't look like I'm going to get to finish it, even though I've got to the end of the level now, but I'm not going to do this in like 5 seconds. Although, having said that, one of my videos actually lasts for 10 minutes and 45 seconds, and YouTube accepted it. So if I can do this in 10 minutes 45 seconds, then I can post the footage up, or just cut the video down a bit when I edit it. That might be the best thing to do. As you can see, this level is not hard. There we go, and we've done it. And it's giving me a password as well, which is pretty cool.